Sharper Point Commentary, presented by Schwartz Laser Eye Center.
A polygamist religious leader who lived on the border of Arizona and Utah, who claimed to have more than 20 spiritual wives, was sentenced to 50 years in prison yesterday in a federal court in Phoenix. 49-year-old Samuel Bateman was the self-proclaimed prophet of a small fundamentalist LDS sect based in Colorado City, Arizona, and Hilldale, Utah. It was an offshoot of a sect that was once led by the famous polygamist Warren Jeffs before he got busted by the feds. So Bateman married a few too many women. Why would that lead U.S. District Court Judge Susan Brnovich to sentence him to prison for half a century, the maximum he could get under his plea agreement? Well, it's not as easy as it sounds. It's a lot more complicated. I grew up not too far from where Bateman's community is, and I went to school with what we called polyg kids. I even met a very famous polygamist who had a lawyer and other professional women as his wives. But Bateman didn't just marry women. He married girls, some as young as 9, and consummated those imaginary marriages. As ABC 15's Ashley Holden reports, Bateman got the book thrown at him since Judge Brnovich was there, as Bateman was
having to face survivors of his abuse as they read victim impact statements, all three speaking directly to Bateman, describing his actions as evil, but telling him they had taken control of their own lives.
So to stand up in a court like that's pretty impactful and incredible.
That's Tawny Browning, who, along with her husband Matt, a former undercover Mesa officer, try to help trafficked kids. He tells our TV partners at ABC 15 that you can't push sickos like Bateman away long enough.
I really don't think that there is a maximum sentence that could be given to Sam Bateman because of what his crimes were so heinous.
Is it enough? In my opinion, no. Was he going to spend the rest of his life behind bars? Yeah. I think it's a message to be sent to all people because Sam's gone, Warren's gone. Who's going to pick up the ball now and run with it? And I think it's a message to be sent that if you're going to traffic in little girls, then this is what's going to happen to you. We're not going to put up with it.
Yeah, Bateman got 50 years in prison for coercing girls as young as 9 to submit to sex acts with him and other adults and for scheming to kidnap them from protective custody. And it wasn't that he just treated girls like women. He treated them as something less than human. Because remember, this all started, his arrest and his trial, in August of 2022 when state police, driving through Flagstaff, pulled him over, pulling a trailer. Someone had alerted authorities that they saw small fingers reaching through the slats of the door in that trailer, which had no ventilation, but did have a makeshift toilet, a sofa, some camping chairs, and 3 girls, ages 11 to 14. You know, since the Attorney General of the state has asked for this to resume, and even the governor's now on board with resuming executions in the state of Arizona. Oh, never mind. It's a federal case. Ooh, but the feds put people to death, too. Maybe that's where this should go. But it can't.
Thanks for watching Sharper Point. Click to see more from Arizona's morning news and tap the button in the middle to subscribe.